Hello, I'm Dr. Ford. I am Associate Professor of Philosophy at Navarre College. I'm also Chair of the Department of Philosophy for all the different colleges that are associated with Navarre College. I am married. I have a son and a daughter. My son just recently got married to a young lady from Minnesota. He is a senior at Baylor University. He is one of the top debaters for Baylor University, and Baylor is one of the top 5 debate teams in the nation, collegiate level. I say that because throughout the course of the semester we may get into some debates. I want you to feel very free to talk with me, debate with me, as long as we do it very respectfully. There'll be no problem at all. My daughter is majoring in art at University of North Texas there in Denton. I have 3 degrees. My first degree is a Bachelor of Science in Education at the University of Texas in Austin. I have a master's and a PhD from Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in Fort Worth. I've been very blessed to have been mentored by some very, very fine philosophers, some very fine thinkers. Dr. John Howe, who's presently at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, studied with Stephen Evans, who is a very, very fine philosopher, has written very many books in the area of philosophy, well worth your time if you want to read some of his writings. My other professor who has had a major impact upon me is Dr. Yanda Woodfin. Dr. Woodfin graduated with a bachelor's from Baylor University, majoring in philosophy. He went on to study and get his master's from Princeton University, studying under Emile Caillet, a very notable French philosopher. Also, he went on to get his PhD at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland, where he studied with T.F. Torrance and also John McIntyre. Again, incredible thinkers and philosophers. Most notably, he went on to study further at Cambridge University during C.S. Lewis's Cambridge years. He studied with C.S. Lewis at Cambridge. He has, more than anybody else, has really affected and influenced the way I process philosophy. Most people are a little surprised by mentioning C.S. Lewis in the area of philosophy. That's because most of them do not understand the incredible thinker that C.S. Lewis was. C.S. Lewis actually received his first degree in philosophy from Oxford University around 1919. He also received 2 more degrees in ancient cultures history and also in medieval literature. He received all 3 degrees within 5 years, majoring with what we would call summa cum laude there at Oxford University. He is a brilliant, brilliant mind. I share these things because throughout the course of the semester we'll be looking at some of the writings of C.S. Lewis for several reasons. One is Christopher Hitchens, who is one of the leading atheists of the 21st century, has singled out C.S. Lewis as probably the main proponent for a Christian philosophy. And he basically claims if you want to deal with Christianity and that philosophy, you must deal with C.S. Lewis. Number two is that as we study many of these philosophers, they will actually be attacking religious systems, whether it be Judaism or Christianity, etc. Well, if we're going to allow philosophers to attack certain systems, I think it is only fair that we allow the experts in these areas to defend their systems. Otherwise, we will have an unbalanced approach to philosophy. Number 3 is if you're going to do Western philosophy, you must take into account some of these religious systems, Judaism, Christianity. The reason is that many of your most notable philosophers are coming from this religious background. They're operating out of that. For example, St. Augustine, St. Thomas Aquinas, and also even Descartes. Descartes is a incredibly influential person, especially in the area of epistemology. And if we're going to do justice to Western philosophy, we need to understand where they're coming from religiously, because their religious beliefs have definitely affected their philosophies. I want to assure you that although I am a Christian, this is not going to be a philosophy of religion course. We're not going to do that. Number 2 is whether you agree with me or not in the philosophies. That's no problem. Your grade depends solely upon whether or not you have done the work and how well you did on the work. There are many Muslims and many atheists who have made A's in my class. There are also many Christians who have made B's and C's and even failed my class. What you believe has nothing to do with your grade. Your grade will depend solely upon whether or not you do the work and how well you do the work. Let's have a great semester. I thank you again for taking this course, and I hope that you'll be like many, many people who have taken this course and they come out saying how much they deeply appreciated it and how much they have really learned through the semester. Thank you.